Beloved. The crucifixion of Jesus Christ was not an interruption in God's plan. It was not an emergency solution. It was not heaven reacting to earth. The cross was written before the nails were forged, before Rome learned how to crucify, before wood was lifted on Golgotha. Scripture was already bleeding. David speaks in Psalm 22, 1,000 years before Christ, and he cries, my God, why have you forsaken me?" This is not poetry. This is prophecy. This is not imagination. This is revelation. He says, "They pierced my hands and my feet." Beloved, crucifixion did not exist when David wrote this. Yet the Spirit showed him a man suspended between heaven and earth. He says, "They divide my garments among them and cast lots for my clothing." Rome would later gamble at the foot of the cross, but heaven had already recorded it. Then Isaiah rises, 700 years before Christ, and declares in Isaiah 53, "He was pierced for our transgressions. He was crushed for our iniquities, not wounded for his mistakes, not crushed for his sins, pierced for ours." Beloved, if the word is stirring something in you right now, don't scroll past this moment. Pause. If this teaching is opening your eyes to the depth of Christ's sacrifice, subscribe to this channel so you don't miss the truths God is revealing in this season. And if you believe Scripture is still alive, still speaking, still unfolding before our eyes, like this video as a witness, let this not just be content you watched, let it be a truth you carried. Then Zechariah speaks for God himself and says, "They will look on me whom they pierced." God says me, not a prophet, not a symbol, not a substitute. God says, "They pierced me." Daniel adds his voice in Daniel 9 and declares, "The Messiah shall be cut off, but not for himself." He would die violently, and he would die innocently. Beloved, Jesus did not die because men overpowered him. He died because prophecy demanded him. Even the details were scheduled. Exodus speaks of a lamb whose bones must not be broken, and when Roman soldiers came to break his legs, they found him already dead, not one bone broken, because prophecy still had authority over death. Amos prophesied, "I will darken the earth at noon." And when Jesus breathed his last, the sun refused to shine. Creation knew what was happening. The Creator was grieving. Hear me carefully. The cross was not a reaction to sin. It was a revelation of love. Jesus was not murdered by men. He was offered by God.